Welcome to Earth Priestess Tarot. This your girl Koi Koi back again, wishing you many blessings and lots of love. I want to take a moment to let you all know that the Creator loves you very much and is with you during this difficult time. This will be a general reading for April 2020. Please be mindful that time is fluid. Cross watchers, let your intuition be your guide. Everything in this reading may not resonate with you. Just know that if you're here for a reason. I want to take time and thank all of you who have already subscribed. Thank you. And I want to invite the rest of you to like, share, and subscribe so that you'll be notified when it's time for us to talk again. All decks have been pre-shuffled, so let's begin. Okay, Taurus, let's get started. Source energy, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. What are your messages for the sign of Taurus? Two of Cups. So there's been a connection on your mind in the recent past, Taurus. Source energy, archangels. What are your messages for Taurus? Ooh, Knight of Wands. In your environment, we got a Knight of Wands, Taurus. Someone with flighty energy. Someone who can't let go of past behaviors. You know, immature behaviors. Someone with very little focus. Or maybe this is you, Taurus. Maybe this is you trying to find your focus during this tumultuous time. You know, with the corona crisis and everything that's going on, this flighty energy would make a lot of sense. Usually when I see this, I think of player energy, you know. I ain't a player, but I crush a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it can also be flighty in a sense of like, your thoughts are all over the place, not your attention, you know? It could be either or, but we'll get to the bottom. Crowning the reading, I have a death card in reverse. So this is the energy of needing to let go of something that has already naturally died. You know, with the Tower card, this is change that is caused due to external circumstances. But with the death card, change takes on a whole new meaning. With the death card, this is a change that came about and needs to occur naturally. But since this energy is blocked, I know you're not allowing it. Or maybe it just hasn't happened yet, Taurus. We'll see. Source energy, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. What are your messages for Taurus for April 2020? The Hermit card. Your challenges. In your challenges, Taurus. Interesting. So I feel like some of you, Taurus folk, are alone during this seclusion, isolation. Or maybe you just feel alone, like you're alone in your thoughts. Let's see. One more card for Taurus for April 2020, please, Spirit. Ooh, Spirit said no. 2 cards. The 8 of Wands reversed. And the Judgment card. You know, the 8 of Wands is the card of communication, quick movement, travel. And with the Judgment card, this is a wake-up call. You know, you see the Archangel here, you know, blowing his horn, letting people know it's Resurrection Day. It's time to rise up. It's time to open up. Open your heart, open your eyes, and open up your spirit to receive the information that's being given. Because there's a decision that needs to be made here, Taurus. We'll get to the bottom of it, though. I'm going to go ahead and clarify with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Okay, Taurus, sorry for the technical difficulties. So, back to clarifying with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Let's find out what's going on with this 2 of Cups for Taurus for April 2020. Okay, we've got fork in the road. So in your recent past, Taurus, there was a connection that had you split between two directions, two ways that you could go. You didn't know if you wanted to stay in the situation as it is or change things up and move forward. For some of you, Taurus, maybe this is someone who needed to make up their mind about being with you, you know, being in this connection with you. I really feel like that's what it is here, Taurus. You're dealing with someone with flighty energy. You know, they got one wand over here and one wand over there. When I think of this, it makes me, it puts me in the mind of the Two of Wands energy. That energy of being stuck between two paths, two choices. And you see what he's got in his hand, a wand. You know? So it's like this person standing on the balcony with two wands on their hand. And depending on what day it is, they mount their horse, they take one wand and they go in that direction. And then on the next day, they get the other wand and they go in that other direction. This person was going between you and another person, Taurus. And you're trying to decide if you can tolerate it. I see you here, you know, feeling really connected to this person. I feel like there's soulmate energy here. It could be twin flame or past life connection, but I'm really feeling that soulmate energy here. And that's why the duality of the card is here as far as the fork in the road. Your partner is stuck between two people, and you're stuck between two choices, Taurus. Are you going to choose this relationship as it is, or are you going to choose something different, something better, at least better for you, something that fits you, what you need and want? This Knight of Wands is in your environment. So I feel like this is your lover, Taurus. Let's see what's going on here with the Knight of Wands. Will this person decide to go towards Taurus or go away from Taurus? Let's see. So, look, here you are, Taurus. This person chose a new life. I feel like during this seclusion, during this social distancing, during this crisis, Taurus, you're alone. You know, I see that that's one of your challenges. We have the Hermit here in the challenges card. So I feel like, Taurus, either this person, they moved away from you with the Knight of Wands and towards the other connection, or you decided you wanted to move towards a connection that was more befitting of you. And even though you made this decision and you know it was the right thing, I see you struggling here with being alone. You know, I heard alone with my thoughts. Someone's struggling being alone with their thoughts today. I want you to know that God loves you. Don't let your thoughts consume you. Don't let them consume you. I'm praying for all the Tauruses out there who are feeling this energy right now. I want you to know everything's going to be okay, Taurus. Crowning the reading, we had the Death card. And I just heard, I know I should have let this go a long time ago. So Taurus, I feel like this is your energy. You're realizing that this connection, it didn't serve you, and you released it. And in releasing it, you freed yourself and opened yourself up to God's blessings. You know, when we have attitudes, perspectives, people, situations, connections in our lives that carry this reverse death card energy, they're like zombies. They're not living because we're not breathing any life into the situation. And it's not dead because we're not ending it. We're just dragging it along behind us. And energetically, it begins to affect us, especially when we try to manifest. I feel like, Taurus, you've been in a very drained energy in the past. Very much drained from the situation because you long for this equal connection where you give to the person and they give back. So then your cup is never empty. It's always refilled. You long for this, Taurus. And it's almost like you fill this person's cup up. And then as soon as you fill them up and heal them, they're gone. They're gone to tend to their other connection. Let's clarify this death card in reverse here. Breathe. Let's do that. Take a moment, Taurus, and breathe. When it becomes too much, breathe. When the thoughts become too much, breathe. Take 3 deep breaths. That's like your automatic reset button. When you're angry, when you can't think straight, just take a deep breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and release whatever toxic energy may be overwhelming you in the moment. Because it's really that simple. It's a choice to release it. You know, it's a choice to release it, to release what is no longer serving us. When we don't release it, we're just carrying it with us. You ever heard that song, Bag Lady, by Erykah Badu? Check out that song. Some of you need to take this time to reconnect to spirit. Some of you already are. You're eating healthier, you know, you're exercising, trying to get out and enjoy this weather. For those of you who have that ability because you're not an essential worker and you're not out there in the field dealing with this crisis. For those of you who are, I remind you, take care of yourself. Self-love and self-care. We love you so very much and we thank you for everything you're doing. Meditation. Meditation is going to be key during this time, during this corona crisis. Spirit keeps telling me to remind people to meditate on the heart, on the crown chakra, excuse me. I want to go ahead and say the heart chakra as well for you, Taurus, because you have gone through a heartbreak, somewhat of a disappointment, you know, so heart chakra as well. For some of you, the number 4 will be significant, as well as the number 2. 444, 222, you know, any combination. Let's see what's going on with the Hermit, because I feel you really struggling with the isolation, Taurus. You're struggling because you know. You're struggling because you're trying to grasp hold of a new life yourself. And what does that really mean? What does my new life mean? I have to say, Taurus, if they're not reciprocating, your new life will look a lot like your old life. Except for you'll release a lot of that negativity that they bring with them when they disappoint you. Something tells me, I just heard, I got my mind in place. There's a Taurus out there right now saying, look, don't pity me. Because trust and believe. With the isolation, but I'm ready for a new life. I'm ready to start anew. Pray to the archangels for guidance. Those of you who feel like you need help with the path to that new life. Let's see, with this 8 of Wands reversed and this Judgment card, for some of you, I feel like this person didn't inform you as to what their choice would be. It was kind of like you found out when you didn't hear from them. Look, this is communication that didn't come in. It's like you didn't even tell me. I had to figure it out on my own. Let's clarify. For others of you, this is realizing that this situation just isn't going anywhere. That's what I heard. This isn't progressing. It's not growing. And the wake-up call is that you've been trying to go the distance. You've been trying to endure. Endure the trials and tribulations that came along with this connection. And I feel like you're at a place, Taurus, where you've opened up your eyes and you realize you've given it everything you can. And you're ready to let go and let God at this point. Judgment card, these are the angels coming in to set right, you know, the things that have been wrong in your life. To help you see the need for a change in your decision making. You know, we can't expect a different result if we're not willing to change our methods, you know? Again, the number 2 coming in strong for you, Taurus. I'm going to go ahead and take some romance angels cards because, as I said before, I know you're struggling with the feelings that this person kind of left you with, Taurus. Let's see what the romance angels have to say for you, Taurus, for the month of April. What is your advice for Taurus? Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So Taurus, I feel like this is you reconnecting with your inner child during this time. I just saw a mom or dad sitting down playing board games with the kids. I feel like that energy is what you need at this point to heal. Sometimes reconnecting with our inner child helps us to go back to the last time everything kind of made sense. And when we can do that, it's like we get a clear picture of ourselves. We get a clear picture of some of the things that we've done wrong, some of our missteps, and some of the things we've done right and want to continue to do. In this time, just try to relax and enjoy yourself, to have some time to play. I heard creativity. Someone here needs to paint or draw. They have a creative streak and they've not been exercising it. This is the kind of healing energy you need for that heart chakra. Bringing out that inner child will help you heal so you can be open to future connections or even open to healing this one in the future. I mean, granted, this person, you know, has grown on their spiritual journey as well. Let's see. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So, look, I feel like for someone here, when you tried to talk to this person or when you tried to call them, they wouldn't talk to you. Or they played with you. Like, they played like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm not ghosting you. Like, I don't, you know, this is just Corona. Like, I can't get to you. It's not that I'm with someone else. And it's not that I'm not responding. It's just, you know, they're playing with you. Taurus, like, don't play with me. Okay? For others of you, this is feeling like you are in your head preparing. You know how when you want to confront someone about what they've done, it's like you're in your head thinking about all the things you're going to say when you finally talk to them. I feel like that's the energy you're in right now, Taurus. When you finally get the opportunity to have that conversation, because maybe you're still in contact with this person, but they're just not available to speak with you for whatever the reason may be. But when you finally do get to have that conversation, I have a feeling you're going to let this person know how they made you feel. Let's take one more card from the Romance Angel deck. Oh, no. Spirit said 2 cards. Oh, no. That's too many cards. Sorry, that's 3 cards. Let's see. What's your advice, Romance Angels, for Taurus for April 2020? You deserve love. God wants you to know you are lovable, Taurus. You deserve love. You deserve someone who can focus only on you. Someone who doesn't have that flighty energy. Someone who's not going to play with you. Someone that's going to have open communication with you. And it's just not going to ghost you. That's what you deserve, Taurus. Someone who's going to take the time to explain their actions to you. I'm going to pull a couple cards for you from the Moonology deck because we have a full moon coming up on April 9th. So let's see. What are your messages for Taurus for April going into the full moon on the 9th, Spirit? Adjustments are required. So for those of you who are sitting back, thinking about this conversation you're going to have, this is one of the things you're going to tell this person. You're like, I know they're going to be back. When all this is over, they're going to be back. And they need to know adjustments are going to be required if they want to come into my space again. For others of you, you're making adjustments yourself to your own life. You're decluttering. You're cleaning up. You're organizing. You're organizing your thoughts, planning, and prioritizing during this time. Making meaningful use of your time. For those of you who haven't gotten started yet, no time like the present. Let's see. What are the energies? Ooh, 2 cards right out the bat. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So Spirit is saying, be practical when it comes to making adjustments. I feel like some of you put unreasonable expectations on yourself when it comes to your goals. I heard when it comes to your physical appearance. You know, some of you may be trying to lose weight or to improve in certain areas of your life. Look, with the adjustments are required card, Spirit's saying, yes, make adjustments. Yes, grow and evolve, improve, but balance spirituality and practicality. Okay? For others of you, you're focused too much on the blessing. And when I say that, okay, how do I explain this? So when we're manifesting a blessing from God, right? That's in the spiritual. And we like to spend a lot of time in thought and prayer, and that's great. But don't forget about everyday life, the practical things, the doing the dishes, the taking out the trash, the helping kids with homework, you know, balance. Spirit is saying, look, during this time, do a little bit of spiritual practice, do a little bit of self-love, self-care, do a little bit of chores. It's about balance if you want to be effective. Emotions are running high. That's the last card for you, Taurus, for April. You know, and I believe that God has given you so much to do to like keep you busy. And it's because He knows your emotions are running high. You know, in a way, it's going to help you because you're going to be able to work out and get through some of that before you have this heart-to-heart conversation with this person. I feel like it'll be a much more fruitful, you know, exchange if you've worked out some of your anger, you know, beforehand. Capitalize, I heard, Taurus. Capitalize on this time. Taurus, I want to let you know I love you. And I want to thank you for those of you who have subscribed already. For those of you who haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you'll be notified when I post future readings. Again, I love you and see you in May.